As the current scenario in the automobile sector right now, most of the human capital we are having in the automobile market, like dealers and suppliers, so they are quite familiar with the, you can say, the traditional technologies like ICs and all. So, what are the major challenges to overcome this? Because when we will be having a significant requirement and significant demand and supply of electric vehicle in the market, then that appropriate human capital, which is trained, that will be required. So what do you think, a company like Lenergy Mobility can contribute into this, and what are the major challenges to overcome the skill gap which is currently present in the market?
Very good question, Lalit. Lalit, the point is that the skill set for electric is slightly different from that of IC, though there is a common platform also. So even an IC engine or electric, you require mechanical skills which already exist. But in electric, you have to go beyond that because there are electrical skills also that you need to build up. Now, either you need to build up or you come from an electrical background. So there are numerous things which come into play in an electric vehicle which are not there in an IC engine vehicle. You rightfully said that the skill set is very different. So that's why I said earlier, we've been training up the PGOs, the roadside mechanics, to be able to service our vehicle should the need come down to that. We have also been training extensively our dealer network on how to handle electrical issues. In electric, it's a much simpler form, but you need a different skill. So that skill set, you have to train up the people. You have to give them that level of training. So, which means in electrical engineering, telematics.
Okay.
Going forward, even artificial intelligence will come into play. AI, it's already coming in a big way. You also need chemistry, for example, but it all depends on what is your skill set and what is your interest level. Everybody doesn't need to go into electrical engineering, and everybody doesn't need to go into AI and other areas. We have mechanical requirements also. So if you're a mechanical engineer, there is room for you. There is certainly work for you to do. But at the same time, it's going to create new jobs and reskilling in computers, in IT, in telematics, in electrical engineering, etc. So those are new skills which will have to be built up.
Okay, so for the existing human capital, we have to come up with a solution, which can further brush up their skills so that they can consecutively transfer from the conventional market towards the new electric mobility.
If you look at it, just to give you an example, when we had taxis, then we had shared mobility.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly.
And everybody came in.
Yes, sir.
Same drivers who were driving a taxi now suddenly had a smartphone where they knew how to navigate using navigation. So it wasn't very long, just a few days of training, and they were able to use that. It's somewhat similar because it's reskilling into a slightly different direction. And over a period of time, you will get the hang of it and understand it.
Okay. So these students, because many of students have also already joined us. So this is a message from your side for those students, like it doesn't matter, even if they are a mechanical engineer or they are an electrical engineer, there is a scope available for everyone in the new.
Absolutely, including things like charging infrastructure will come into play eventually. Will come into play. Battery assembly, manufacturing, motor manufacturing, which is more mechanical than electrical. So it's going to be multitude. It's going to be a bunch of whole things.